Welcome back to Bets and Regrets, where the offseason never sleeps, the parlays may never hit, and the confidence is still completely irrational. This week, we're breaking down the return of the biggest star in UFC as Conor McGregor finally steps back into the octagon at UFC 329. The US gets absolutely trounced and bounced from the World Cup. The MLB heats up as the All Star break approaches, with playoff races starting to take shape, and we'll hit the biggest headlines around the NFL and NBA. We also got our dogs of the week and finish out with our weekly locks. Either going to be paying for your weekend or convincing you that betting over a Tuesday afternoon baseball game was somehow a good idea. Grab a drink, delete your betting history, and let's get into it. I'm Brogan.
I'm Sean.
And I'm Nick.
And kind of a rough week, boys, unfortunately. I went 2-2. Nick went 1-2-1, and Sean went 1-3. A lot of red on the Excel sheet. Oh, it's not Excel, on the spreadsheet this week, unfortunately. And then there's the yellow one too, because Sonia Citron decided not to play due to injury.
Somebody keeps liking to bet WNBA unders. Now you get to
dude.
pay the price.
Yeah,
Chickens have come home to roost.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we did the inverse parlay of the week again, which we've done before, where nobody hit a parlay of the week leg, so we all get to tack on an extra shot for that.
Yes.
So yeah, seeing Nick, since I think you guys have the most. I mean, I'm only one less, but which one of you wants to talk about your regrets first?
I can take it because I have technically more red.
Yep.
I guess there's a tiebreaker in that situation. So, my first one, my USA parlay of USA to qualify, which they did. USA to have 4 shots on target. They did not. Over 7.5 corner kicks. I believe that one hit. And then over 1.5 goals. That one was an absolute sweat until about the 80-some minute. But unfortunately, we somehow managed to have 2 goals and only 4 shots on target against Bosnia Herzegovina. And should have known that that was going to be a precursor of things to come in the next round. So we only managed 2 shots on target. I had to look at the difference between target and goal, and soccer sucks. Moral of the story. My next one, Mexico money line.
Sorry.
Mexico money line, essentially at home against England. That was more of my disdain of England, but I figured that we're going to do it, but I guess I forget, was it Harry Kane or Henry Kane?
It's called
Harry
a hurricane.
Kane.
Yeah, he's good, and a lot of those guys again are just better than the United States team, and they've played in pretty hostile environments before. I thought the altitude would have been more of an issue, but apparently that doesn't matter. They started out they got two pretty early goals, and then got a red card, and then still won the game with another goal. So they won 3-2. Mexico kind of gave it a game, made it a game down the stretch, but unfortunately not enough. The only soccer one that I did hit, though, is still got a soccer dub in there, was my beloved Morocco 90-minute money line, or inside the time. They beat Canada. They beat that one. I think they scored within the 60-some minute or 50-some minute, and then scored again, and then scored a third goal, shutting out Canada 3-0. Oh, that was pretty cool. Morocco's in essentially the Elite Eight or quarterfinal now. They're taking on France, so they're massive dogs in that one. And for the parlay of the week from my end, I had Braves money line taking on a Cardinals team that I guess found their footing against them. Typically happens when I back that team. So I got 3 shots, but not so fast. We all missed the parlay of the week, so we got 4 shots. I got Astral Tequila that might be finished after this, so I might be pivoting to Caralegre. Yay.
Brogan,
Here we go.
Forget. Do I have to take a shot for my non-participant?
Yes, you do.
Yeah,
I didn't
because
see the fucking rules.
well,
We established this in the NFL after you pulled that same bullshit.
yeah, you had that fucking It's not because it's not a true push. It's a bet that didn't. Okay, it's currently getting added to the rules.
Wow, I see
If
how it
you
is.
place a prop on player who does not play, it counts as a loss. I mean, it's in the rules, so
Can't argue
argue
that
with the
shit, dude.
rules.
Can't argue with it. Hopefully, you learned your lesson.
Yeah, all right. So we did Olivia Miles under 18 and a half for minus 112. Bang! I didn't even check on that game. I didn't watch any WNBA.
I just assume you never watch any WNBA.
I do once in a blue moon because I get it for free off my Fire Stick for it's from like fucking Prime or some shit. I don't know.
They're giving some of these games away. Yeah, they have it on Prime all the time.
Yeah, so I like tune into one once in a blue moon if I'm like intoxicated and I'm like, okay, time to badger some people on the television. It typically beats.
Yeah, Olivia Miles had 14, I believe, is
Okay.
what stats department says. She shot 5 for 16 and 0 for 3, 0 for 4 from 3. So,
Ew.
yeah.
Then Sonia obviously didn't play, and then Camilo Cardozo under
Cardozo.
12 and a half. That did have, I have no idea how much she put up. And then
Not a lot.
Brianna Stewart, I think she only hit the 1-3, I think, that game.
No, she went 2 for 4.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. It's nice looking at some of these stats. Like, oh, that one didn't hit. That one didn't hit. If only you would have bet on baseball or something. Maybe a little bit more of a chance.
No, I don't think so. I think the WNBA is going to hold me over until the NFL season.
Then what? Are you going to start betting? Trying to think of a different sport there. Maybe NASCAR.
Yeah. But yeah, so I have what is that? 3, 4 shots? You.
Join the club, buddy.
I don't like your club.
Yeah, it's not a great place, but hey,
Mm.
today's a new week. Like Brogan always says, we erase that bet in history.
Yep.
So we're on to the night. We're on to the new week.
How do
Yeah.
you
I
do
mean, we
that?
had a couple decent weeks in a row, so we were kind of due for a downturn. And yeah, I guess I went 2 and 2. I had the Philly Pirates under 10. I'm pretty sure that game ended with 7 total runs. Portugal 90-minute money line. That one was actually kind of a sweat. I'm pretty sure Portugal scored in like the extra time that they do to get that win in the money line or with it before it actually went to like the true extra time. So shout out Portugal. Brewers Reds under 7. The Miz got hit around in that game, but he didn't get any earned runs because of an error. So, but the Reds scored. I think they might have even scored 7 by themselves in that game.
I
So
think they took care of that one pretty easy.
yeah, that under did not hit. And Sean already talked about Mexico money line. Yeah, Harry Kane and the English boys got it done against Mexico. The Mexico fans were shooting off fireworks, banging drums, playing music outside the hotel. It didn't phase the Englishmen at all. So wasn't too proud of the Mexico performance. Was thinking about getting some tequila to take for that shot, but honestly, I wasn't too impressed. So for my 2 shots, actually make that 3 shots. I'm going back to the good old shitty Wisconsin vodka to see if I can try and get this thing polished off soon because it is not good.
What
So-
kind of brand is that? Does it just say Wisconsin vodka?
It's Wisconsin vodka. It's remember at my bachelor party where we went to the distillery and like
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's where this is from. So
Oh,
Wisconsin
okay.
vodka, not Russian at all. And
Interesting.
yeah.
That's great. It was
So
brandy,
here's-
maybe, but
off to my side, I have my standing AC unit going, and
oh yeah, I hear it.
my cat likes to sit on top of it. So it's just funny because she has this big bushy tail, and it's like being completely sucked flat on one side for the intake of the air, and it just looks fucking hilarious. It's getting me to chuckle a good amount.
Well, I'm glad that thing's not going all the time, but just when you talk, there's like a vacuum going off. Did we lose you?
No, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. You're just frozen for multiple seconds.
I thought we did lose him too.
You got us.
Got you, you stupid fucks. Fell for the oldest trick in the book.
God. I haven't had Russian vodka in a while. I should probably try it because maybe I'm just too old. But
yeah, they're pretty good at making their vodkas.
This Wisconsin vodka is
The smell
terrible.
is killing. This is fucking not good. This is a precursor to football season where, God willing, we don't have to take 6 to 8 shots on like a fucking Tuesday night or Wednesday night.
What was the worst that somebody had this like past?
I don't know. I got pretty fucked up very early on in some of those episodes. I was not fun. That's even before we made some of these rules.
Nick and I both went 1-5 1 week.
Oh, I definitely had 0-6 week in there somewhere.
Yeah,
Nick had an 0-6. Yeah, Nick went back to back 0-6 weeks. So
and then
that was rough in November. Yeah.
Not good.
So yeah, not good. You could also say not good is the state of the U.S. Men's soccer team. I appreciate everybody trying to get behind them and will them on. Honestly, did they do anything exciting in the World Cup? Like, they took care of Paraguay in the first game, didn't they?
Yeah, they beat them pretty handily. Yep.
But outside of that, like, I don't know. I'm not impressed. Like,
I was still expecting to be impressed by them, though. I don't think we had that type of expectations going into this.
This team, I feel like, got hyped up with the World Cup at home.
I thought the draw was relatively favorable.
Yeah. And, I mean, just show no heart against Belgium. Go down instantly. Christian Pulisic, he's on a fucking milk carton. Nobody knows where he's at.
Well, I didn't realize that of his injury history. I heard somebody compare him to, like, Joel Embiid, where he's pretty good, but then come, like, crunch time, come playoffs, he kind of turns into a pumpkin or gets hurt. And, I mean, the one injury, I guess, because it's soccer, but it did look like it was painful, where he, like, kicked another person's foot, essentially stopping his momentum, and that could fuck your hip up and everything, and just the swinging motion of it. But he wasn't right for the last 30 some odd minutes of that game, and we had chances down the stretch, but I didn't realize that Belgium. Well, I knew it going in, but Belgium had their like 2 best players or like 3 best players just waiting as subs. So I don't know if their plan was to be a little bit faster than the U.S. right away, and not necessarily out physical, but just not necessarily, or probably closer to run away from and just use their speed to their advantage on that. And they didn't even need to bring in their like best dudes, because ultimately what cost us was our goalkeeper. I mean, they scored right away. What
was he doing?
I don't know. I have no idea. I was so pissed watching that game because, they scored right away. And then we come back, we score in like 15 minutes or so, I felt like later, maybe 30. And then they score within 3 minutes, I think. I think they said like 60 some odd seconds. So the heart of the team kind of, I felt as a fan, you could feel that's essentially going down. Probably 2 scores in football, like in the third quarter at some point. Like, it's not great. And then whatever the bonehead play was that gave it, like, okay, 2-1, that's fine. We could still do something in the second half. But once we went down 3-1 because they kicked it and our goalkeeper was like just outside the box, couldn't use his hands, and then tried to kick and then stopped because he's not probably used to kicking too much. He just got way too flustered, and then they just were. You and I probably could have made that kick. I don't know. That was terrible to watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so. I mean, it's unfortunate. It's, I guess, one of the biggest sports that the U.S. is just not good at, which I don't know. It bothers me that people try to hype up the soccer team as being good, and they're just not.
I feel like you and I have had conversations later. It seems like you've come around, but I feel like back in the day, you were very adamant that U.S. is on the come up.
No, they are not. They are not. I mean, what else do you need at this point? Like, they don't look like they are really. It's one thing if like it was a hard fought game against Belgium, and I get you can have bad games, but like that game was not ever seemed like the U.S. had a chance. Like you said, like the U.S. scores a goal on a set piece, kind of gets lucky there. I mean, that was a good goal.
Yeah.
But then 60 seconds later, they just score. Like Belgium scores again.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know how our defense and everything, we just can't stop their momentum with that. And some of our guys just look lost out there. Like, if one guy, like a certain select people had the ball, again, I know nothing or claim to know nothing about soccer. And some of them were just looking like, oh shit, I got to give this guy a ton of respect, and just didn't quite know how to defend him and just started already backing up.
Yep.
It just didn't feel great. I know people are like, oh yeah, we're back. It's the U.S. soccer is on the come up, but it's been like this for 20, 30 plus years now. And I feel like, again, with just how the landscape of the world is in soccer and everything, I think the U.S. could, it really just comes down to the development of US born players or us trying to say like, hey, your parents served overseas or were in Germany or wherever, like come on down, play, like claim nationality for the US and you can play. But until we're able to fully like develop these guys at like an MLS level and then maybe ship them out to some like Premier League teams, I think that's a good league. I don't even know I don't know the state of soccer. So I think is Premier League the highest you can get?
Yeah, it's definitely the
Well,
best in England.
yeah, it's all regional.
Yeah.
So yeah, Premier's I think the best in England.
Because like La Liga's in Spain, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
And
Okay. So
that's
yeah,
another good
essentially
one,
like
but
if MLS could be like a farm system for some of these younger kids coming up, and which is crazy to think about because again, it's every 4 years. So like kids that are in middle school or high school in 10 years down the road could be a very contributing factor that we have no idea who they are. So if they're able to kind of get that experience, get shipped out to some of these bigger clubs and get that experience, it could help us down the road. But again, so we'd have to go through a couple more cycles of just not really doing shit. It's cool to be in the Sweet 16, but even as a long suffering Badger basketball fan, like awesome, we made it to the Sweet 16, but we really should have like Final Four or Elite Eight aspirations. When was the last time we've made the quarterfinal? What, like twice as a country?
yeah, I think, and like one time it was on like the first ever World Cup back in like 1930.
Yeah, we got the third place game in like 1936. So awesome there. But
Yeah, it was also pretty wild too how the red card for Florian Balogun just gets yeeted.
That's a very slippery precedent that Trump set there. So I don't know what that means for the kind of integrity of FIFA going forward. If you can just have a leader of the hosting country just kind of wave shit off. I mean, he's going to get a one game suspension, but it's going to be like one of these exhibition matches that don't really matter.
That's the bullshit I don't get. Is it's like one thing if FIFA if it was truly something that didn't deserve a red card, which I see the argument for. However, if FIFA came out and said like that was totally incorrect, should not be a red card, no suspension or anything, that's one thing. But for them to just be like, oh yeah, like we're just gonna delay his suspension to a game that doesn't matter, is like so stupid for like the integrity of the game.
Yeah,
soccer's a joke. Soccer's a fucking joke.
Oh yeah, soccer sucks.
I said it before. A 0-0 tie, fucking not just taking people off the field. I don't get why they don't do that. I don't know. U.S. soccer sucks. Soccer sucks.
Yeah. I'm glad that I'm not glad that U.S. is out, but I am glad that I don't have to care about soccer anymore. I mean, last week it was fun. The opening rounds, it was. I did like the round of 32. It was fun, but once the home country's out, the nationalism plummets. I don't care.
Yeah, I saw.
It's about all I got.
I heard one of the announcers, like as they were losing, say like this is the last time many Americans will watch soccer until for 4 years or some shit like that. Like,
yeah, I was listening to that too. They're like, if you enjoy this World Cup, which again, it's been a really good World Cup. Like that Cape Verde Argentina game was actually really really entertaining, but I don't care enough. I don't care enough to have any investment in any of these leagues. I don't know how that works. I like the relegation idea, but what is it, a year-round thing? Like I don't know. And if that's the case, I got NFL, college, I got NBA, college basketball to watch. Like, Battle for Atlantis is right around the corner. Like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, Nick, you got anything to add on the World Cup before we move on?
I watched so little of the World Cup. I only watched it while I was working.
Okay.
So soccer sucks. It's not fun to watch.
Let's clip this and get a lot of people hate watching.
Yeah.
Dude, it just sucks. The average, like, it's like a cross country meet. They run on average, what, 7 miles a game? Like, you're just
Yeah, I
jogging.
could see that. My biggest gripe is the foul baiting and acting like even if it was your fault and you instigated the contact, you crumble like you got shot from a sniper in the top row and then lay there motionless for 30 seconds until you realize the ref isn't looking at you anymore. And then you kind of brush yourself off and get back in the game. Like, what the fuck is that?
That's why I can't watch it, honestly. Because I get, like, they wear metal spikes. There are collisions in that sport. You can bang heads together. Like, there are cases where people do get fucked up. But
there's more concussions in soccer than the NFL, which isn't talked about enough.
But to just watch you barely get, like, hit on your foot when the ball is also right by your foot, and then you act like you, like, just literally, like, snapped your ankle in half. And then once you realize the ref doesn't give a shit, you get up and start sprinting. Like, what the fuck is going on? So
it's that LeBron James meme where he goes down and then you see him look between his fingers to see if the ref's looking at him. Yeah.
Well, so another thing, like, another soccer rule, again, I think you get a lot more viewership if you started fucking red carding people for faking shit. Like,
oh yeah, that would solve a lot of shit in general. And yeah, soccer, basketball. I mean, even to a certain extent, the NFL. But
yeah, well, and to, I don't know, to get off this World Cup thing, I didn't watch the game, but I saw the highlight of Egypt getting fucked against Argentina yesterday.
Yeah. Because I saw it down 2-0. I'm like, fuck, I had Argentina in a parlay to make the quarterfinal. Yeah. This sucks.
Well, so then there's like a foul that gets called eventually, that brings the whole play back. But like, there's a fight for the ball. Egypt wins it. Egypt goes all the way down the field, all the way, scores a goal, literally in one fluid motion. And then the review system comes back and says, like, oh no, there should have been a foul, like, way back on the other end of the field. So we're just gonna act like that didn't happen.
Yeah, I don't understand. What is it, the VAS or something like that?
VAR.
VAR, yeah, VAR. I don't understand how. I really hope to God they don't implement that in like the NFL or the NBA. Where
well, yeah, that's literally like if they could still fucking do pass interference replays and like. Pass interference happens, doesn't get called, ball turns over to the other team, they score a touchdown, and then it's like, wait a second, we're actually going to review that pass interference from fucking 3 minutes ago. And actually that was pass interference. So your touchdown goes away, and the other team gets the ball back. Like, what the fuck is that?
It doesn't make any sense. But again, it seems like, I mean, we've highlighted a lot of these. It's just broken system, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon. So it's, soccer sucks. Moral of the
there's
story.
So many goalkeepers that look stupid. And listen, I get it's got to be tough to do. I would love to play goalkeeper for a fucking match just to see how tough it truly is. Because there's times where literally it seems like the goalkeepers are just letting the goals go past them. Like, the ball's coming at them and they just don't even go for it. Like, what the fuck are they doing?
I don't know if it's like the hockey aspect where it's like it could be a pass into a goal. If it's like this guy's trying to fake me out, so I gotta give like essentially split my vision or what the deal is there, whatever have you. But I agree. I've seen a lot of that confusion and shit. That's you were still in it. Don't worry. No, just trying to be sneaky. It's fine. Yeah.
All right.
No, it's ridiculous.
Anything else we want to cover on the World Cup or soccer in general? I feel like we should get off of it because we're all turned into hate watchers here. But
in 4 years, go Morocco. That's about all I gotta say.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, something to cheer us all up.
Surprise, surprise, motherfucker! The king is back.
UFC 329 this weekend.
I've been waiting for this shit since Freedom 250.
Hell yeah. Obviously, the main event, there's no belt involved, but there doesn't need to be. Conor McGregor is finally back in the UFC. Hasn't fought in basically 5 years? It's going to be 5 years, I think. Yeah, so Wild that he's coming back, fighting Max Holloway. Obviously, Max Holloway is an amazing fighter himself. Pretty much always in amazing fights. He's a bang out guy. This fight's probably not going to the ground unless somebody's getting knocked out, right? So, what a fantastic main event. But there's also a lot of good fights also on the main card, and even some prelims that are pretty sweet. I don't know if we need to go fight by fight like we did for UFC Freedom 250, but we could kind of talk through some of the fights that are pretty exciting. Especially on the prelims, the one I want to throw out there, Gable Steveson making his UFC debut in heavyweight. Gable Steveson is a freaking monster. He was a crazy wrestler. Basically, nobody could contest him in heavyweight at Minnesota. And it'll be exciting, I guess, to see him make his UFC debut. He's been training with John Jones, I believe. So the odds on him,
your corner.
the odds on him are ridiculous. There is no way a sane person bets him, puts him in a parlay.
No, never.
But yeah, I'm excited for that one. Sean, is there any other prelim fights that you're excited for?
So I was keeping an eye on it, and FanDuel never, or the Blue Book or the Green Book never had it on their thing, and I'm very curious why. There was at one point Basharat v. I forget who. He must have pulled out either due to injury or something because he didn't even make the weigh-ins. But that one was kind of interesting. It was a bantamweight fight. Basharat is 15-0, and he was going up against a guy who lost his first UFC fight or like professional MMA fight, and then was on a 10-fight win streak. So I was super excited about that fight for the prelims, but I'll have to do a little bit more deep diving onto why that guy pulled out of the fight. So expect Basharat as a heavy favorite. I mean, the other guy is also looking pretty dominant though at 6-1, but you always wonder who he fought in John Garza. He's coming on I don't think he's lost since his opening either. Otherwise, let's see here. I mean, you got Tracy Cortez and Wang Kong. Wang Kong, I watched her fight a couple of years ago at oh god, I don't even know where. It was overseas, and she kind of got fraud checked. This was in 2024, and she got beat, but otherwise she has taken care of business for every UFC fight that she's been in. She's been in the UFC at least since at least 2024. I mean, she's 4-1 in her last 5, and she's hasn't really faced anyone like Tracy Cortez, so that should be a pretty good healthy scrap. I'm just more looking to watch that one as a fan. I don't think I'm putting any money on that one. Let's see here. Otherwise, like Cody Garbrandt's a big underdog against Adrian Yanez.
As he should be.
And yeah, as he should. I think he's like plus 400. So I would not put any money on that. Or if you do, put Yanez in a favorites parlay. But then like the main prelim headliner is Bobby Knuckles, Robert Whittaker versus Nikita Krylov. That one's going to be an absolute banger of a fight. I'm hoping at light heavyweight. Yeah. So, I mean, Bobby Knuckles, he's a fucking dog. Absolutely just knocking people out unless you're, is it Makhachev? Who did he lose to? Oh no, he lost Chimaev. Chimaev. He got beat by Duplessis and Reiner de Ritter. So, I mean, like, some pretty solid dudes. He's beat Paulo Acosta, who's going to get a title shot here soon. And I'm not even going to try and pronounce the other guy's name, but when he wins, and sometimes when he loses, I mean, typically these things don't go the distance. Usually it ends up in a sub or a TKO, so that's going to be awesome. And stylistically, I think it kind of leans a little bit more towards Bobby Knuckles. So that one's going to be awesome. But the main card is absolutely phenomenal. I don't know if we want to get into that right now, or Brogan, you got any ones that
No, you kind of highlighted the Bobby Knuckles and Krylov fight was the one I was going to highlight if you didn't, but I assumed you were going to. And then going from one amazing Bobby to an amazing ex-Bobby, King Green versus Terrence McKinney to kick off that main card. King Green, kind of on Resurgence, he's won, I forget how many fights in a row, but at least his last like 3, I think. Like, always an exciting fight guy to watch. Yeah, I mean, I think that's going to be a banger. McKinney also, I don't know, his fight style seems to be like just blitz you right away. So I think the odds of that fight even making it to round 2 are probably non-existent. So expect to finish right away.
Yeah,
I'd say.
no, I mean, King Green, yeah, McKinney, it's going to be an absolute banger. I already saw that King Green was talking about whoever wins this fight, they're going to say their opponent was washed either way. I beat him. They're going to say McKinney was washed. He beats me. He's going to say I'm washed. It don't matter. It's my fiance's favorite fighter, King Green. She's the only one that she knows that King Green don't defend himself. He'll be talking shit the entire time. It's going to be awesome. Cannot wait. So that's going to be a absolute beauty of a fight. Ideally, King Green gets the job done, and he might be one of the UFC fighters that I've watched the most in like the last 3 years, which is crazy.
Yep. I mean, I don't know if this is the right comparison, but I feel like he's kind of turned into that like Cowboy Cerrone, like the dude that just like seems to be on every card, like every other card or something. Like, it's sweet.
Yeah, I mean, what is he? He's 35, 17, and 1 in like his just professional fighting career. That's insane.
Yeah.
And he's not like a ground and pound guy. He's standing and banging, so he's getting a lot of brain damage. He's an absolute warrior. I love him. He's amazing.
Yeah. So that should be an electric start to the main card. Next, Brandon Royval versus Leonard Kavanaugh. I'm not personally too excited about this flyweight fight. Sean, does it do anything to your feelings?
So I think if I haven't already publicly said, I absolutely love Manel Starboy Cop. He's probably my favorite flyweight fighter aside from I already forgot the guy that fucked his hyperextended his elbow up. Who's a former champ, Brogan?
I don't know. I'm completely lost. Honestly,
anyway,
Wisconsin vodkas make it.
oh, this is a great. Yeah, this is gonna be a great episode. You're off the rails. So, yeah, I mean, I've come around to the flyweight division. They're a bunch of quick little guys, and they can do like if it goes to the ground, they're both of them are the flyweight division's quick enough where they can do reversals if you're a good grappler, and they're light enough where if you have power in your hands, you're able to really get the job done. I believe I've heard that Kavanaugh has dropped. I don't know if he was at bantam. I always forget the pecking order of it. I believe bantam is right above flyweight, right?
I believe so.
Okay, so I think Kavanaugh has either dropped.
Featherweight's above bantamweight, which always fucks me up because I feel like featherweight should be like lower.
You would think so, but yes. So yeah, I think he's either dropped or was dropped, has dropped the weight for a while, but I think it's like a 4-6 matchup in flyweight. So I think Kavanaugh probably gets the job done there, but Brandon Royval, he's been in some absolute wars, so I can't necessarily count him out, but I think Kavanaugh is going to get it done. I think it's a 4-6 if I'm not mistaken. So it should be another good fight.
Yeah, I mean, that'll be a good one. I don't hate it. I just honestly, the flyweight guys, like you said, are fun to watch because they do fly around. It is usually constant action with them. But I mean, it also just kind of bothers me that like Kavanaugh's 5'6", so like they're just two little guys going at. Like I mean this in the nicest way possible.
Why are you hating on our short kings?
I mean it in the nicest way possible, but like I mean, these guys weigh in and they're like literally like half of me. So that's the part I just can't. I mean, I know they like take on more weight and like they're not actually at like 125 or whatever that weight, but like it's just insane, I guess, to see like two men that are 125 and I'm just sitting here at like 240, 235.
It doesn't seem. You're right. No, I agree. It doesn't seem healthy. They're probably walking around closer. Oh, it was Alexander Pantoja. He was the
Pantoja.
Former,
Yeah.
Pantoja's amazing, but yeah, I mean, him and Kopp are probably my favorite fighters, and yeah, or at least at the flyweight division, and they're just super entertaining. I've come around to flyweight, and anytime two dudes at what'd you say 125?
I think isn't that what it is? Flyweight 125.
it's a great question. Got nothing for that. I feel like it's just not healthy to cut 20, 30 pounds if you're walking around at like 150. They're probably walking around closer to 150, 160, but that's
Are you sure?
insane.
I mean, he's 5'6". Are you sure?
Well, I guess that's true. It really depends on how much the guy can eat. But
all right, I'll stop hating on short kings. Apologies if you're a short king listening. Next fight though, I can definitely get behind this one. Corey Sandhagen, Mario Batista.
Sandman, let's fucking
yeah. This should be another good fight. I mean, shout out this card. Like, I know Holloway McGregor started off as like a really large differential, but in the main event, like pretty much that's Holloway's came down now. McGregor's obviously his odds came down too, but like a lot of these fights are almost pick'ems. Obviously, Sandhagen is favored a little bit in this one, but I mean, it's setting up to be an amazing main event. Kind of getting off topic here, though. Sean, do you want to talk about this one? Because I know you're gonna love the Sandman, huh?
Dude, I love the Sandman. Yeah, I recently discovered his Instagram, which made me love him more. And he's got some fun videos on there. He's not quite Marab level, but he's up there. So yeah, I mean, it's also another one. This one's bantamweight, so again, slightly smaller guys. What do we got ranking wise? It's a 4-5 matchup. So with the Sandman at 4 and
wasn't
Batista at
Sandman's
5.
last fight against Marab?
Umar, I believe.
Okay.
Or wait,
but did he fight Marab after Umar?
Let me check. That's the beauty of the internet here. Yeah, no, he got beat unanimous decision against Merab. So
okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, he fought him in October. Their neutral opponent, their one neutral was Umar, and I believe yes, that was a 5-round fight. It was just on a fight night. So Umar beat this Corey by unanimous decision, and I'm not sure if Bautista fought him in a 5-round. But essentially, my handicap here was that Bautista's wrestling and grappling is not to the level of Umar's, and Umar kind of wore him down over those 5 rounds. Yeah, he beat Umar Nurmagomedov. Beats both of these guys by unanimous decision, but he beat Bautista in 3 rounds unanimous, and then he beat Corey Sandman in 5 rounds. So I think Corey kind of let up in the later rounds, which I don't think that Bautista is going to have the time in those 15 minutes to necessarily tire out as much. So I expect Corey the Sandman Sandhagen to get it done. Ideally, that's my pick. That's probably the strongest lean, I would say, of the entire card, even though it's like a minus 156. That's the one I feel the strongest about, aside from Gable Stevenson. But yeah, that's about all I got.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Sandman in this one too. I think this will be a fun fight, and I mean, you're kind of hyping me up, Sean. I wasn't a huge Sandman guy before. I'm gonna have to check out his Instagram.
It's a good time.
Nick, I know we've actually been avoiding you a little bit here. Apologies. Yeah. Is there any insight you would like to provide on the fights we've talked about so far?
I hope they punch each other in the face real good and real fast.
Nick, I'll give you my Paramount Plus account to just start watching some of these UFC fights to get you. Yeah, I know you're not doing much up in Michigan right now, or up essentially in the UP, northern Wisconsin. So you just start betting UFC fights and lay off the WNBA bets. Or at least WNBA unders.
Yeah.
That's about my only... I'll give you the info.
Yeah. And we can tee up here with a fight that you're definitely going to want to tune into before the main event. Paddy the Baddy versus Benoit Saint Denis. The way I described this fight to Nick, we talked about this before you joined, Sean, was like kind of two guys that have been hyped up and maybe both had a little bit of letdowns lately. Paddy obviously losing to Gaethje. Saint Denis has actually won a lot of his fights, but he got fucked up by Gaethje as well, I believe. So I'm just a Gaethje truther. I mean, I told you guys this before Freedom 250, right? I mean, Justin Gaethje, he could fight a grizzly bear and still win. But Paddy the Baddy is also, I told Nick, Conor McGregor Jr. in a way. Definitely not at the same scale as McGregor, but he has a lot of pull for the fans, and the fans
Yeah.
seem to love Paddy. So, Sean, how do you see this one going? Because I assume you are also a pseudo Paddy the Baddy fan, given your McGregor love.
Yes, I told this to someone the other day. I can't remember if I told it to my fiance or anybody that listens. That so like Ireland and Scotland are essentially the same thing to me. Like it'd be
They're
like
gonna
the
love to hear
equivalency.
that.
It'd be the equivalency of someone like from over the pond saying, "Oh yeah, Canada, Americans, they're about the same." Yeah, I don't take a whole lot of offense to that, minus the free healthcare system that I kind of wish we had. But whatever, that's neither here nor there. Yeah, Paddy the Baddy. If you've never heard his walkout song, it's absolutely electric. He's just kind of hanging out, doing flailing his arms, whatever. It's awesome once that needle drops, and I expect him like he's a striker. He'll try and stand and bang, but he's also not opposed to getting submissions and getting down and dirty with some jujitsu and everything, trying to submit you. So I think that's good. And then I've come a long way to pronouncing this guy's name from I don't even know what I tried to call him at one point. It was Benoit Saint Denis from some along those lines. A couple of years ago. So yeah, Benoit Saint Denis. He's really really good, and I expect this one to be an extremely entertaining fight. I think that if it's a stand and bang, I think he's gonna get it done. He's got the subs, he's got the knockouts, but he's also proven that he can get got. I mean, Moicano was his last loss, and he got him many years ago, 2024, but he got him. He knocked him out, so he's proven that he's got a chin. Been a couple years, but if you got a chin, you got a chin. And Patty said multiple times, Scousers don't get knocked out. So if Patty's not dropping, if Gaethje couldn't drop him, he wobbled a little bit. But if Gaethje wasn't able to put a hurting on him, I don't think Saint Denis is going to get there. So I'd love to see the Paddy the Baddy upset, and ideally he gets a title shot rematch with Gaethje. That would be absolutely amazing. I don't necessarily know if that's going to happen quite yet, but yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I would I think Patty can do it, but I don't really know. I have no idea, honestly. It's like 49-51 either way, depending on what I talk myself into. So that's about all I got for that one.
Yeah, so the Wisconsin vodka got to me. It was Dustin Poirier, who knocked out Saint Denis, not Gaethje. I don't think Gaethje and Saint Denis have ever fought.
It's gonna be bad.
Yeah,
It's gonna be bad. I don't think we talked about that at all, did we?
No, we forgot to bring that up, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean Poirier kind of a piece of shit. But in this fight for Benoit Saint Denis and Paddy the Baddy, I think it's going to be electric. Like you said, Sean, like Gaethje couldn't knock out Paddy, so obviously Paddy, does have quite a chin and does not give up. DAWGS never give up. I believe is words he might have said before. One thing I sneakily like here, and it's going to be my dog, throwing it out there now. Paddy the Baddy to win by sub plus 600.
Ooh.
I think there's a lot of value there. Because he does have 10 submissions, I believe. Stats department just showed me in all of his wins. So I mean, he is better at like
Winston working overtime
game.
with your stats department.
He is, yep. But like, I don't know. I think when a lot of people think of Paddy, they think of like his like striking ability, but I think he is pretty sneaky good at wrestling. Not that Saint Denis won't be able to defend by any means, but I just feel like there is at like 6-1 for a Paddy submission. I feel like Paddy could catch him with like a guillotine or something and, choke his ass out. All right. Well, then let's move to the main event of the evening. Can you imagine how electric this is going to be when Bruce Buffer is announcing the notorious Conor McGregor back into the ring? I'm getting chills, goosebumps just thinking about it. Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway. When this fight first got announced and the odds dropped, Max Holloway was like a 410 minus 410 favorite. And it's like cut in half now. He's like minus 200, minus 215. So, yeah, I mean, people are believing in McGregor. McGregor's also done like less press than normal, I believe. Hasn't allowed as much access into his camps as he has in the past. He's using pads on his training partners, I believe I saw, so that way he doesn't break shit like what happened when he had to pull out of the fight before with Chandler. Sean, obviously, Conor McGregor is going to get the win here. But what do you think about this fight with Holloway?
So I was trying to come at it from the most neutral. There we go. She's got some wedding shit to be working on. I was trying to come at this from the most non-biased because I do love Max Blessed Holloway. But Conor McGregor, he hasn't fought in 5 years. Obviously, it's completely understandable why he's this big of a dog. I did see somewhere where he got the just a general, I don't know if it's like a life coach or whatever, but he's worked with like plenty of famous athletes, Nick Spoy, Kobe Bean Bryant being one of them, and a couple other athletes. Yeah, exactly. And this is the most focused that I think I've seen him. And he's absolutely... Nick, what are you doing?
Is he having a seizure?
No, there's so much fucking...
I'm hearing that AC work overtime right now.
You're hearing that shit? Sorry.
Absolutely.
Dude,
But,
my cat walked across my mouse pad, and now there's so much fucking cat hair on it.
Okay. All right.
Keep
sorry, the radiator's getting to me. But yeah, so the coach, just kind of the focused presence of mind. I think that's one thing. And also, this fight's going to be at welterweight. So Conor McGregor, he's
going up.
Yes, Max is going up because he's typically at lightweight. Conor was 7-0 at featherweight. He was 1-3 at lightweight, and then he is 2-1 at welterweight. So he's familiar with this weight class. Max has never gone this high. He was at, the lowest he went was featherweight, which was Conor's division. He dominated, and he really, after the fight with Conor, he's been kind of a 500 fighter. I think he was undefeated up until the point in the UFC or his MMA career until he fought Conor, and then I think he was like 8-7 or 8-6 after the fights with Conor. So he's been about 500. So I mean, he's looking to kind of regain that eye of the tiger. I mean, I think that Max Holloway is one of the best fighters of all time. Still, he had that just dumb, impressive winning streak. I think it's going to be awesome, but I don't know how fast he's going to be looking as a striker in that division. And McGregor, again, he's familiar with that weight class. He's powerful. Some of the photos that I'm seeing out of camp, McGregor's looking, and this could all be, again, just fake or just smoke and mirrors, but McGregor's looking fucking good. And Holloway's looking borderline, like he's not used to the weight. And we saw that with Poatan Alex Pereira, who I was worried he was looking a little slow if he was jumping up a weight class. And I'm very curious to see if the power still comes with Max at that weight class, or he's going to be a little bit lacking. McGregor, I don't necessarily know if he has that knockout power at the weight class of welterweight, but I think if the conditioning is there, I give the advantage to McGregor. I mean, I'm never going to not go against McGregor. I might start just ugly crying into my Jameson mixer once I hear the Foggy Dew come out. So that's gonna be absolutely wonderful. So that's just gonna be, that's what we all look for. It can't. Right. I mean, he's the biggest star in the UFC for going on a decade.
Hasn't fought in 5 years, and he still is the biggest star in the UFC. That's how fucking massive. Like, it's unreal how big of a star he is. And this is the second time they fought. They fought back in 2013, 13 years ago. Holy shit. And Conor McGregor won that one in a decision. So, yeah, I mean, it's been a while since we've seen McGregor. I do love Max Blessed Holloway. I love his little Hawaiian shorts and his Hawaiian walkout. It's just, how can you, like, dude's just chilled. I love him. I have a bad taste in my mouth from the BMF fight with him and Oliveira because I don't think the way that Oliveira attacked that fight was a good fight for the BMF. For those of you who don't really remember, like Oliveira just kept consistently taking him down, getting on his back. And Holloway did a great job defending it, right? Like he didn't get submitted. Oliveira is one of the best submission artists ever in the UFC. But long story short, I still have a bad taste in my mouth from that fight. I'm excited to see Max be able to stand and bang again. And I mean, I get Connor's coming back. He hasn't fought in 5 years. Is he going to be too slow? Is Max going to be able to catch him? I mean, I'm kind of team Max here. I know Max is the big favorite, but I want McGregor to prove me wrong.
I will say we could be in for kind of a snoozer in the 4th and 5th rounds if it comes down to it. If McGregor does run out of gas, he could rely. He's not the worst wrestler. I mean, obviously Max is not going to be going for takedowns, but he could just kind of try and ground and pound his way if this thing goes the distance. As long as neither of them get knocked out in the first couple of rounds, it could just try and go to a unanimous decision. But we shall see.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up, Sean, because that actually segues perfect. I have another dog, and I'm giving it out early again.
Oof.
McGregor to get one takedown is plus 300, 3-1. Now, I don't love that because obviously both these guys are standing and banging. But 13 years ago, Sean, do you know how many takedowns Conor McGregor had in that fight?
4.
Probably at least 3 or 4.
It was 4.
Yep.
So obviously that was 13 years ago. These guys are completely different people. And I think, as McGregor, that was a prelim fight back in the day. I mean, so they were both not huge at that point. Long story short, right, like they are different fighters than they were 13 years ago. However, like Sean was saying, McGregor might have to try and take this fight to the ground to just survive for 25 minutes. So McGregor to get one takedown at plus 300, I don't think is the wildest thing in the world, especially when you just saw Oliveira beat Holloway by not letting him punch him, which was a boring fight. I already said that. However, like if you're McGregor and you want to win this fight, might have to try and take it to the ground. So McGregor plus 300 for one takedown. Like I said, I don't think it's a lock by any means. I wouldn't throw a lot on it. Just, a little sprinkle.
Some.
Yeah. All right. Anything else about UFC 329?
Said I can't come here soon enough. Less than 72 hours and we got the prelims going. Let's go.
One more time.
Surprise, surprise, motherfucker! The king is back!
Yep. And I wouldn't mind playing that again next week if McGregor does pull it out against Holloway. All right. I mean, it's been a pretty boring week. News-wise, there's not a whole lot to talk about. Is there anything else you guys want to chat about before we move on to our DAWGS and weekly locks?
Yeah.
I will say there was a.
How you feeling?
Thanks for checking on our mental health, buddy. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I will say that the Bucks have finally gotten rid of Torian Prince and Gary Harris, and we're getting younger. We got our kid AJ Johnson back, couple second round picks. So I think the Bucks have officially transitioned into the post Giannis era. We are looking good, baby.
The pre-LeBron era?
Pretty much, yeah. I think he's actually publicly said he does not want to go play for Milwaukee or Memphis, so we can cross those off the board.
Did the Bucks win 20 games this year? In 2026, 2027?
Dude, everybody's hating on the Bucks. I think, is this team any worse than some of those Heat teams that won or were the 9 or 10 seed that made it into the postseason a couple of years ago?
Yes.
I beg to differ.
Okay, we have arguably one of their better players in Tyler Hero from that team. We do not have a Bam Adebayo from that team.
What do you mean? We got Khalil Ware.
We don't have an aging Kevin Love from those teams.
We don't have a scrappy white guy quite yet.
We don't have what's his name? Tyler Robinson, the dude that just bangs threes.
Oh, Duncan Robinson? Yeah.
Duncan Robinson, yes. We don't have one of that. I mean, we do have AJ Green. But
yeah, what do you mean? We do got a scrappy white guy in the team.
No, but Duncan Robinson's like 6'10", isn't he? Like he's a big dude.
I don't think so. I don't think he's that big.
Well, I guess we do have a scrappy.
I think he's
white
a
guy
forward, but
threes.
yeah.
All right, never mind.
I mean the blueprint's there. If we can trade Miles Turner for somebody, unfortunately, we still got Kyle Kuzma and Miles Turner on the team. But I think this team's winning at least 30-some games. Yeah. I think this team is honestly better than what we had last year with Giannis when he
we got
wasn't
the
when he was
cancer of
injured.
Doc Rivers out, thankfully. So,
Dude, we got the coach that absolutely from Memphis that was really good. Like he got that team. That team was an underperforming roster, and he took them to 50 wins.
Are you saying
I'm
the
not
Bucks
saying that
are
we're
a
gonna
dark
make that.
horse to win the Eastern
No.
Conference this year?
No, I'm not. No, absolutely not. The conference is too deep. But like, I think we're not going to be the worst team in the conference. I think we're going to be a competitive, like possible play-in. I'm definitely going to bet the over.
What
Would you set that over at right now? 33 and a half?
I was about to say, what point at the Bucks win total would you not feel comfortable on betting their over anymore?
15.
We won 30 without Giannis for a majority of those games where we were like around 500 again. So we won it definitely wasn't 30. I think we won 33 games, 32 games with Giannis for half that season. I think that we get around that same without Giannis.
There's only three teams that have and I get this is ridiculous, but NBA Finals odds worse than the Bucks. The Brooklyn
Wizards?
Nets, no. The Sacramento Kings and the Memphis Grizzlies. The Wizards are way higher than the Bucks. Bucks are 700 to 1, and the Wizards are 150 to 1.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not going to say. That's fucking nuts. They got Trae Young. They have an injured Anthony Davis. He probably stubbed his toe getting out of bed this morning. He's not playing half a season.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just telling you, Bucks are 700 to 1 to win the finals.
Again, I'm not going to say they're going to win the finals, but I think they're going to hit their over. I think they're going to be a scrappy team. I think they're going to be fine. I'm not saying, again, they might make the playoffs. They also might not. I don't know. They're going to be competitive.
I'll bet on the not.
I'll bet on the over on that one that'll be one of my long season locks. If not, I got to finish multiple shots for that
Brogan,
one.
Sean will put it on season lock of hitting the over. Brogan's gonna say not hitting the over.
Yeah, we can wager like 8 shots on that one for an episode. We'll get off the rails.
Let's do it.
We'll get off the rails on that one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to have faith, but like Tyler Hero's wearing fucking number 42 for us. I mean, we're going back to the dark ages.
That's my high school
Sweet.
number. That's my high school number. That
right, exactly. We're going back to the dark ages.
The only way it would be cooler is if it was 00.
Yeah. Well, Burries or whatever from Arizona is wearing 0. So hopefully
he's coming off the bench. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
He's probably one of the better players on the team. Why is he coming off the bench? I don't know.
I did see a tweet this week that made me actually laugh out loud, which is pretty tough to do. And I forget who it was from, but it was like, this week we get to watch Lionel Messi play for Argentina in the knockout rounds, Cristiano Ronaldo play for Portugal in the knockout rounds, and Nate Ament play for the Bucks for the first time in the summer league. And it was like not an account associated with the Bucks. So I was like, what the fuck is going on here? So
I'm a big
love
Tennessee fan.
Yeah.
I also you can't bet on the summer league, which I was not happy about.
Of course you can.
I tried multiple different outlets. They got nothing for the summer league.
Kalshi?
Literally, the Green Book has NBA Summer League as a fucking like sorted.
I tried. I hit leagues. I hit basketball leagues. They weren't giving me anything.
The Green Book literally has NBA Summer League. I'm looking at it right now.
I'm gonna have to look this shit up again. This is insane.
They have futures. You think the Bucks are going to win the summer league?
I think we got beat in one of the games because again, we aren't playing anybody.
They're 35 to 1. The Jazz are the favorite. Grizzlies are second favorite. Kings, Nets. So you know what's good to see? The teams that are worse finals odds than the Bucks have way higher odds to win the summer league than the Bucks do. That just shows how shitty our young talent is.
Won't make sense. But we got AJ Johnson back, so we're fine. We're gonna be all right. We got him right where we want him. We're gonna be fine.
All right.
Yeah,
anything else? Go ahead, Sean.
No, I'm seeing leagues.
Yeah, I'm not seeing
NBA basketball. That's what I'm saying. It must be an Iowa thing.
Basketball, or how are you finding that?
No, literally underneath. No, it's on like the popular. Like, I know that our listeners won't be able to see this. Not that we have any, anyways. I'll send you guys right now in our chat.
Don't worry.
Hold up.
Um,
Oh, I see.
all right.
Wait.
Look at what I just sent you. Literally in the popular tab, there's an NBA Summer League, and it's got all the games. It's even got the futures that has like the champion.
Oh, I won't be.
I can bet. You can bet on who's going to be the tournament MVP. What's Nate Ament at?
Whoa. What the fuck?
Probably
NBA?
not on. Probably not available.
Why the fuck do you have that? I'm in the same spot and I'm not seeing that shit. Huh.
Well, move to a better state.
I don't know. Must be an Iowa thing.
Yeah, I don't even. So I see Burias on here, but I don't see Nate Ament. So that's
I think
strange.
probably contract disputes. Knowing our luck, we haven't signed the kid yet.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, Summer League shout out. I did see Darren Peterson drop like almost 30, or maybe it was 30. So is he going to be a dog in the NBA potentially? We shall see.
I think he has the potential to be pretty good.
Yeah.
Which only time will tell.
All right. Anything else to cover before we get into our picks for the week?
No. The Bucks trade was about the biggest news for the week. There's zero things on the NFL front, which is very surprising because usually they don't leave the week with a cold headline.
Well, something else that may be surprising to you guys, but will not be surprising to me at all because I am a homosexual. Max Homa finished number 2 at the John Deere Classic last week. For those of you that may have listened to the pod, I had him top 10 for plus 500. So. Yep. So if you guys want to become homosexuals, just let me know. It's pretty nice over here. Hama. Did I get a little O in there?
Yeah.
A little too much of an O.
A little too much of an O on that one. Homosexuals.
All right. If you guys want to be homosexuals with me, let me know.
I'll be whatever you need me to, Daddy.
Yeah. We got the Scottish
You're gonna be
Open
getting
this
some
week.
fun mail.
Let's open up a P.O. box for Brogan right now.
Let's do it. Send all of your things to our P.O. box.
Let's just give out Brogan's address.
Listen, you can sponsor here, or you can sponsor here. This is not sponsored by the Party Animals. I'm just no free ads, but
did you see
this
them?
could be you. No, my family did when they were in Milwaukee, and I got a T-shirt.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah, very nice. So, all right, DAWGS finally hit a dog with Max Homa. That was pretty sweet. And like Sean said earlier, the Mariners once again let Sean down.
This team sucks. I mean, I like J-Rod, but what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah, I mean, if Sean bets on the Mariners, fade him and put your life, everything on whoever the Mariners are playing that week because Sean cannot get a Mariners money line or run line to go through the hoop.
What do I gotta do?
Yeah, I don't know. I already kind of talked about my 2 dogs this week, both in the UFC. Patty by sub plus 600 or 6-1, and McGregor to have 1 takedown at plus 300 or 3-1. Sean, Nick, either of you boys have some dogs this week?
I'm gonna go quick. I got McGregor Pimblett money line at plus 503. That's a nice little close enough to Ireland parlay. Nick, what the fuck do you have? It's like
thanks for
highlighted.
dropping that hyperlink in so we can also follow you and ride.
so you can follow my bet. Can't pronounce it. Tunde
please
Segun Adamaya. I don't know. It's a boxing match. They're at plus 650. I feel like that one's going to be a fun one. The only stat I could find for them being better is their reach. So we're just banking on them just fucking clocking them here. All right? Just a fucking haymaker getting through. And just
you know what you could have done with that knowledge? Just bet UFC fights.
No.
You are a hipster.
This one's
through
fun.
and through.
This one's fun.
So-
You are a fucking hipster.
So Tunde Segun Adeyemi, according to our stats department, is 27. He's got a reach of 175 centimeters and is 14-1-4 with 0 knockouts. He's a Nigerian boxer with a strong record, experienced in multiple divisions, valued for agility and defensive skills. Do you want to know who he's fighting?
I already know.
Floyd Mayweather.
Thiago Muxanga, who is 25, 4-0-0 with no knockouts. He's a Mozambican boxer with a perfect professional record, undefeated in 4 fights, known for his aggressive style and powerful punches.
He's going to get up close, and the kid's going to clock him as I'm here.
Yeah. My guy's really good at defense.
Not trying to shit on you, Nick. This is the whole AI thing that I got from our stats department. Tapology has a community pick where I guess the community can,
I like Tapology.
Yep. Any idea on what % chance Adeyemi has to win?
15.
Dude, it's probably I would say it's probably about like 20.
6. But that's okay. That's better than 0. Better than 0. And
if it's a 6%, it should be closer to 8, 9 to 1.
Yeah. So anyways, this is a dog, and man, if it's barking,
it's barking.
It's barking.
It jumped off the page to me, and this is the best thing I've seen all week. Something came across my desk, and this is the best thing I've seen all week. The money line. Huh?
Neither of these guys have a knockout, and they are fighting for the vacant IBO All Africa Super Welterweight title. Get hyped,
dude.
Does boxing just make up fucking titles? Dude, I mean, what the fuck is that?
That's a fugazi if I've ever heard one.
What the hell? We're all tapping into that match.
Yeah, I don't think so.
We're all going to tap into that match.
I don't know where to find that.
Africa. I don't know.
What? Are you racist, Sean?
Africa have a lot of streaming platforms?
No, hang on. They're actually fighting in the UK at the Brentwood Center, according to our stats department.
Okay.
So, bad news, though. On TripAdvisor, this place only has a 2.8 out of 5, so apparently it's not the greatest place. But
shucks.
The venue kind of sucks, but that's where my guy...
Cancel my honeymoon to go there.
He's resilient. Okay? He doesn't need...
Go to the UK.
What'd she say to that?
She's calling me on it. Yeah, she knows. I can't give up sand for probably smokestacks and crime.
Yeah, being stabbed.
Well,
and shitty soccer.
I mean, fuck UFC 329 when we got the IBO All African whatever belt on the line.
African Kings. Let's go.
I'm gonna get real fucking into that. How do we watch it, Brogan? Did you find out where we watch it through?
Nick, I'm gonna sucker punch you if you do come down and we're watching McGregor Holloway and you are watching the African King Throwdown or whatever the fuck this thing is.
I don't even know.
I just have it pulled up on my phone. I'm just watching it.
I'm gonna sucker punch you in the mouth.
Should we buy some tickets?
Dude, how much are the tickets to that event?
Buy $5.50. $5.50.
Well, I clicked on.
Though.
Oh, then we can go.
Oh, hang on now. Did you know at a county fair close to our hometown, I'm not trying to dox ourselves even though nobody listens, there's a fucking Night of Destruction in August?
The fuck is that?
I don't know, but we should test it out.
What the fuck is a Night of
Destruction? Can we bet on it?
Like, how does it spell? Is it K-N-I-G-H-T or N-I-G-H-T?
No. I mean, it's N-I, so it's...
Okay.
Yep. Here, I just put the ticket network. I mean, I'm sure we can get tickets somewhere else, but $76 is a lot. But there's a Night of Destruction coming close to us, so we might have to...
Fuck is that?
Yeah, I don't know, but I was trying to find tickets for this fight in the UK, and I somehow got distracted by this.
This is insane.
So
this is not a good podcasting, is what it is. But
no, it's not. Do you think
inventory is limited?
Could we somehow get a fighter on here, aka make it our fantasy football punishment to have to fight in the Night of Destruction?
I think we get media credentials and we cover this.
That's a good point. Who do we have to talk to?
Who do we?
That's a great question. A great question.
All right.
What
Well,
is this?
we will have to work on that in the background because that would be amazing to
Dude,
get
how
some media
fucking
credentials.
great that would be. Dude, I bet you could. I bet you it wouldn't be that
100% we
hard.
could.
We have
No.
no viewers to offer as like.
No,
What do you
all
mean? We
you
got a
do
couple.
is just say that you have a. Don't give them specifics on how many people watch or listen.
Isn't the first question going to be how many listeners do you have?
No.
No, and
Just say we're a
keep it
growing
ambiguous.
platform.
Yeah, just keep it
Yeah.
ambiguous. Be like, yeah, we're.
Okay,
You let Nick and I do the talking. We'll be all
All right,
right.
time out. Let's do a mock interview or discussion. Okay, I'm gonna be the promoter for this event. You guys are gonna be trying to sell me on bets and regrets.
Okay. Your name is gonna be Mr. Smith, by the way.
All right. Yeah.
All
All right. Hello, guys. This is Mr. Smith, and I received your request for credentials for the Night of Destruction. How many listeners do you guys have for your podcast?
You like money, Mr. Smith? Because we got absolute maniacs that'll be here. They'll be throwing beers back. We'll get you there.
How many tickets?
It is all about spreading the word about the Night of Destruction. Doesn't matter, like, if it's 2, 3, 12, doesn't matter. As long as you get the word out, people will come, you know?
Our words have reached thousands.
And that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to spread the word of the Night of Destruction. And in an up-and-coming hot podcast like ours, I feel like that's a perfect place for you guys to really flourish.
So you said 12. Is that how many total listeners you've had?
I
Or
don't think we ever gave an absolute number.
No.
It's really tough to quantify.
I don't have the numbers in front of me at the moment,
Hmm.
but there have been several listeners of the podcast.
Okay.
There has been tens. And I think with the Night of Destruction, it would really take off.
Yep.
I think it could help promote the Night of Destruction. Now that we're talking about it,
I believe this is what it's called in the show business as mutually beneficial opportunity.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to think about it, but I'll
No,
let
you
guys
don't
know.
need to sit around and think. All right, this is something that you need to just pounce on because this isn't an opportunity that you get every single day.
Yeah.
How many people have come up to you and asked to promote your fight? Fucking
Hundreds.
zero. Exactly, zero. Nobody's come up to you and asked you or had you promote their fight, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You've come up to other people and be like, hey, can I pay you money to promote my fight? We're going to do it for free.
All we're asking is media credentials.
That's all we
Interview
want.
the fighters. All we
That's
need.
all I want.
All right. Potentially, would you have anybody to offer up as a fill-in for a fight if we need somebody to throw in there? Anybody with boxing experience?
I get a big greasy boy from southwestern Wisconsin that is part of Grant County that he would absolutely love to throw down.
The only thing is he needs to go out there oiled up in fucking pig grease. That's the thing, is he needs to be in pig grease. That's just one stipulation.
All right, I can't anymore.
How lax are your drinking policies while fighting?
More importantly, what are your smoking policies about this too? Can the fighter be ripping heaters mid-fight?
I just can't believe that thing. I mean, but probably not on the right ticket buying platform for that, but like $76 for something
There's
like
no
that.
Fucking way.
There's no fucking way.
All right, we can't talk about it too much because if we do get media credentials and they listen to this, they're not going to like it. So yeah, if you're from the Night of Destruction,
a Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
What
Yep.
the fuck is it?
Oh, that makes it really tempting.
Oh yeah. So shout out Night of Destruction.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's move on then to our locks of the week. I guess I somehow went the best by going 2-2, so I'll lead us off. I'm going back to the World Cup after Mexico let me down last week. Mexico can't let me down this week because they're out, just like the U.S. So I'm going to go with Norway over half a goal and Switzerland under 1.5 goals at -140. Norway is playing England. England probably will win, but they've also been giving up quite a bit of goals lately, so Norway just needs to score 1. Norway also does a super cool. The only thing I like from the World Cup, have you guys seen their like little Viking row celebration they do after they win? Pretty fucking sweet. Way better than the skull shit that the Minnesota Vikings do. If the Vikings did this row thing, I'd be way more into it.
It's a car rally?
Huh?
It's like
No,
car demolition.
they're Vikings. They're fucking rowing
Night of
a
Destruction.
boat.
Fucking
Oh.
the demo derby.
Yeah, I
No,
know,
it's a
fucking.
boxing match.
Oh, that makes me so much less excited.
Is it not a?
No, it
Not a
looks like,
boxing
it looks like
match?
it's a
Did we
fuck-
get got?
It looks like it's a
Demo
car
derby?
No way.
Yeah, it's like
Wow.
it's promoted by this high energy event promises a spectacle of demolition derbies, powerful truck action, and other vehicular mayhem designed to entertain audiences of all ages.
Can we interview the drivers?
Oh no. So there's no boxing involved?
It does
No
not look
boxing,
like
but
there's-
there will be destruction.
Let's get media passes for it, anyways.
Yeah, I think we still can.
Can you imagine the confusion on our faces if we showed up expecting boxing? And then
There's a ring. Why is there a track?
Now I'm really confused. All right, this has gone completely off the rails. It's okay, but it's under buy boxing tickets. Boxing events near you. Hard Hit Promotions Night of Destruction.
What
I think they're just looking for adjectives of violence and
yeah,
got buddy.
yeah.
No, look.
I think the
look
AI
at-
might have done you wrong.
No. This wasn't AI. This is on the actual website. It's not, it's like what's the website? Ticketnetwork.com.
Okay, wait. Now I'm looking at a different website, and it says if you're interested in another boxing event. What the fuck?
See?
I
They're
feel like
Highly
the- I feel like the
anticipated
AI
automotive chaos featuring figure 8 races plus a trailer race. Hosted by Hard Hit Promotions. There we go.
Yeah, so it is a car race.
Yeah,
I think
it's
the
a
AI is
derby.
just fucking
It's
you
a-
up.
Yeah,
There's some
yeah.
boxing for
I,
sure.
I think the AI just
I
sees
don't
hard
think
hit
so.
and then just assumes it's boxing.
Well, no, there's fights though.
For the prelim? Like for the...
for the car racing?
Well, so
What?
it says about the event. Hard Hit Promotions Night of Destruction is a professional mixed martial arts event series featuring confirmed bouts announced by the promotion. The series is part of the UFC's ongoing touring calendar. I don't think it's part of the UFC.
No, it's definitely not.
Yeah. Well,
I'm only seeing shit about cars.
you think Mr. Smith would have known that when you guys contacted him? All right.
Oh,
well,
boy.
let me get back to my locks. Norway to score a goal and Switzerland to score under 2 is the parlay that I'm throwing together there. Switzerland's playing Spain, I think, and yeah, whatever. Fuck soccer. We're going to go to UFC 329 for the rest of my bets. So I'm going to take Riley and Holloway money line. Basically what I did here, I think it's Luke Riley. He's an up-and-comer. I mean, I was just looking for odds to kind of parlay with Max Holloway here, to be quite frank with y'all. I think Holloway's going to get it done. I would love to see McGregor get it done, but I think Holloway just having fought in the last 5 years is a big help to him. Next one, I'm going Stevenson TKO and main event TKO parlayed together at -123. So Gable Stevenson to get a TKO in his fight, and then either Holloway or McGregor to get a TKO knockout in the main event. -123. I actually think that's pretty great odds, unless Stevenson somehow gets a submission. I don't see how the main event doesn't end in a TKO, honestly. Or a knockout. So love that one. And then the parlay of the week. I'm going to go McKinney money line against King Green. Partially, I think I told Sean this before we started the pod. It's partially just a hedge. If King Green wins, I will gladly take the shot and potentially 2 shots if it's the only leg of the parlay of the week that doesn't hit. However, I think McKinney will be able to blitz King Green and get it done, in my opinion. So I like Terrence McKinney over King Green for the parlay of the week.
All right. I'll go, Sean.
Nick,
Fuck you.
you're up. Yep. Yeah, no, I mean, you technically beat me by a
We'll say
no
half.
submission, or no.
Yeah, fuck you.
Beat me by half. Half and incorrect. Why not? Go
Sean,
for
you
it.
don't chew Big Red, do you?
You're right, I don't.
Fuck
You
you.
chew big pussy because that's what you are.
Whoa.
Big time, buddy. Big time. You got me.
Okay. Yeah.
Spitting that thing out.
The bets for this week for me are WNBA, believe it or not. We're going with Angel
Shocker.
Reese for over on rebounds. I think this is going to be a game where both teams are just kind of chucking it up because I know both bigs.
This guy stinks!
Both teams, I have some
Not me
pretty
either.
large women down there, so they're not going to be able to push the paint as efficiently as as their typical, as they're used to. More misses, more rebounds. Okay, Alicia Gray under 1.5 3-pointers.
Stay hating.
She is fucking horrible. I looked up her stats. She hasn't hit more than 2 3-pointers or more than 1 3-pointer since June 20th. And she's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games between there. Okay. So under on the 3-pointers. Then we're going to go with a Patty Pimlet money line. So we're just hoping that guy wins. We kind of touched upon it earlier. We feel like it's a 50-50, and for it being plus money, I'm willing to take that risk here. And then we are doubling down on Alicia Gray with her being dog shit beyond the arc. So that's what we got, baby.
Nick, have you ever seen Patty the Baddie's walkout?
Yeah.
All right, good. Just checking. I was going to say, otherwise, if not, it's worth the price of coming down here alone.
No, I watched
Checking it out.
one of the UFC fights with you guys forever ago, and it was a Patty Pimlet fight.
Well, you can make it not forever ago and come on down this weekend.
Woo!
The steaks will be flowing. The JMO will be pouring.
Not to pile on Alicia Gray here, but how the fuck does she shoot so many 3-pointers for being so bad at it?
Dude, I know. Is it like, are you
Shoot
looking
or
up
shoot,
her shit
baby.
right now?
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Dude, she's not good.
In the last, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games, she's attempted at least 4 3-pointers a game, and only 1 out of those 8 has she hit 2 3-pointers.
Yep. Dude,
And majority of those, she's attempted at least 6, 7, and still can't make more than 1 3-pointer. What the fuck?
dude, she's not good. We're riding on the fucking
So,
unders.
so it's going to be a house ride on Alicia Gray under 3-pointer next time, is what
Yeah.
I'm understanding.
I mean, it's got to be. Holy shit. That's
I'll listen back to this one. Put this in the notes when you listen.
What
Right.
what was she at when I first snagged her? A couple of weeks ago. Yeah, she's at minus 116. So her odds are plummeting since I hit her on June 17th. She hasn't made more than 2 since then. And to give you reference, it's July 8th, this time of the recording.
Yep.
So
I mean, she's shooting. She just ain't making.
Shoot or shoot, baby.
Yeah. All right, Scene, what do you got this week?
All right. Well, as I said my piece already. Fuck soccer. That being said, I'm going back to the World Cup. Last time probably. We got Spain and Argentina money line. I really don't have any reason for it. Argentina should have got beat by Cape Verde, but that didn't happen. They should have got beat by Egypt. That didn't happen. This team's battle tested enough, and I think they're going to win. Spain's just good. Put those together. We got minus 148. Next one, we got the Sandman. I can't quite put the Sandman in as a standalone because it's minus 156, and that does not meet our minus 150 and below criteria. So what do I need to do? I got to put in a closest thing I can get to a sure thing, and that there is Gable Steveson minus 4,000 parlay.
Oh, yeah.
if you need a little just insurance shove, we're putting the Sandman and Stevenson parlay together. That gets us right close to it at minus 147. Next one, we got Bobby Knuckles, Robert Whitaker money line minus 148. Hope that he gets it done against Nikita Krylov. I think that one's just going to be a hell of a scrap. So I'm hoping very, very similar to like Brogan. If Bobby Knuckles loses, I hope he drops. But otherwise, I think Bobby should take care of it. And then the last one we got McGregor Holloway over 2.5 rounds. A lot of people call McGregor out of shape. Sure, he hasn't fought in 2 or 5 years, but I think he can survive at least 12 minutes and 31 seconds to get it home. And if he senses that he's losing, I think he might just try and muck it up and grapple around, especially early on. Try and tire Holloway out. He might be clinging to dear life at one point. So who knows? And if not, if the thing ends in under 2.5, that's in anybody's game. McGregor's got enough gas in the tank left.
The gas, yeah.
Yeah, whatever I'm trying to say. Yeah, I've been drinking. It is what it is. I think the fight favors McGregor under 2.5 rounds anyway. I'll gladly take it. Yeah, absolutely, dude.
No.
Precious he's gonna look. Precious he's gonna be. Yeah, I think he's gonna put Max to sleep. So let's get it.
All right, so then parlay of the week: McGregor Holloway over 2.5 rounds, Alicia Gray under 1.5 3-pointers, and McKinney money line comes out to plus 500, 5-1. Nick, do you like having $10 and turning it into $50? Do you like that?
I think I would love that, actually.
Yep. So if you want an opportunity to turn $10 into 50, one way, potentially, allegedly, is to follow this parlay of the week, which just 2 weeks ago, our parlay of the week at plus 551 did cash. So, yeah.
We are dangerous. We're either hitting everything or nothing.
Yeah. All right. Well, anything else before we check out of this one?
Soccer
Just
sauce.
super pumped to watch this UFC fights. It's going to be a great
Yep.
time.
Yep.
Yeah,
Also,
that's so
73 hours until that main card comes.
don't forget the IBO All Africa whatever unification title bout.
You're gonna find out that I won that bet, and you're gonna be regretting that you didn't bet it with me.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel really happy once you said, "How much money did you put down?" Nothing.
All right. That's the card for this week. Some bets will cash, some will turn into regrets. But either way, we ride. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're checking out Sean's Nerfies on our X.
Just hit one today. Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go. Tune into our X account and follow those Nerfies from Sean. Daily Nerfies. We'll be back breaking it all down next week. Bet smart. And if it misses, take the shot. Goodbye.
Go McGregor. Let's go.
Bye.